All righty. We all
All
set?
right, you're all set. Yep.
All right, thanks. All right.
Yep,
I'll
have a good
call to
evening.
You too. Call to order the review committee meeting, 7 o'clock on October 18th. I see Councilor Robinson. I don't see Councilor Murphy. So Susie, since you weren't at the last meeting, we'll hold off on approving the minutes from the last meeting.
Very good.
Okay. With that, public comment. If there's anyone from the public who'd like to comment, please state your name and your address, and please keep it to 3 minutes or less. And I don't. Okay. No comment. Okay, moving on to the next agenda item. Give me one. I don't know why it's popping that way. So we have review of the town manager evaluation form. So Susie, I looked all over Kingdom Come Online. There's as many evaluation forms for a town manager that we can find. The form that we have right now is the one that's directly on the ICMA, the International Council Manager Association. It's the boilerplate of that. So if you go on that website, it's there. I'm not saying we use that form its entirety. I know we've gotten a little bit of feedback that we need to do some tweaks. So what I'd probably recommend on that is to try to get at the next council meeting, I'll put it on the agenda, a little bit more back and forth in regards to what people are looking for. I don't necessarily know if we're going to be able to give everyone everything that they want without it being a 15-page document that nobody will go through, but probably something that has a little bit more depth to it in certain areas, depending on what people want to see. Don't know if you had, there's right now, I think we have a lot more work to do. I probably will send out to you and Paul a few of the forms that I found online. So, like I said, one of them was 18 pages long, which I couldn't imagine anyone sitting down doing an 18-page evaluation. But I do have a couple out there that we, may want to take bits and pieces of and put that on the form. But the one thing I wanted to do in regards to the form is what I'd like to propose is that we try to finalize a recommendation on the timing of the delivery of the final review to the town manager. So I talked about this a while ago, so I'll go through it again. What I'd like to propose is that ultimately the review would be delivered to the town manager on June 30th. Let me see if I worked my way back. Yep. So with that being said, what I would propose is that whatever final review form that we come up with goes out to the council on January 30th. Everyone's got approximately 30 days to get it back to the council president and the town council clerk. And then, and it would be delivered on March 30th, not June 30th. It would be delivered to the town manager March 30th, would give the 90-day window on the anniversary of the town manager's contract, where the town council, and this is when it expires, the town council has to give the town manager the indication of either they're going to go into negotiations or if they're going to move in a different direction. So that would be what I would recommend, but I'd love to hear your feedback on that, just on the timing. You're on mute.
Yep, sorry. So sorry, play those dates back again for me. So
it would go out to all the councilors January 30th.
January 30th. Okay.
Yeah, and then it would be due back to the council clerk and the council president. Usually it goes to the council clerk on February 28th, end of February.
Okay,
And then the review would be compiled, and then the review would be delivered on March 31st.
okay,
So it does a couple things. It aligns now with the expiration of the town manager's contract, that 90-day window. And I think the other thing that we heard was the way it was scheduled now, new councils coming in didn't have a heck of a lot of time to work with the town manager and then all of a sudden be expected to do an evaluation. This isn't perfect, but at least if someone comes in April, they have until January, the end of January, to
Yeah.
work with the town manager and, come up with, I would say, a decent ability to come with a recommendation.
okay. So, since you've been on the council, for a good number of years, in your experience, does it take that long for people to do their evaluation portion? So basically, I'm just wondering, is 2 months a lot of time, to give the counselors time to do their portion?
Well, it'd only be a month.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry, you said January 3rd.
So the evaluation would go out January 30th.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yep.
what I heard.
But I'll tell you, Susie, in past experience, we'll be pounding people, if we do that on February 28th, we'll be pounding people on February 26th to get it in.
Yeah, okay. Nope, I hear you. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, sorry, it's been a long day, so I'm a little slower on the take tonight.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that timing makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so after this, I'm gonna email Debbie to put it on as another discussion item. In the admin code, it doesn't give a date, but it states that the council will give an annual review. So I think we can put out a motion to have that timing and then move forward on from there so that everyone's on board and up to speed.
Okay.
On the form itself, again, I can get stuff out. I'm probably gonna ask, and I'd love your feedback on this, ask the council again to give us not only just feedback, but if there are other things to add or whatnot, because if this does go forward, we have a little bit of time before the holidays to be able to try to get something out, getting in front of people. I don't necessarily know if the council has to approve the form, but obviously we want to get something in people's hands that they feel confident and comfortable with. So it'll give us a little bit more time on that. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that makes sense as well.
Okay. That's basically it. I didn't expect this to be any longer than this.
Yeah,
I'll-
it's straightforward.
I'll probably, so it's October. So after the council meeting next Tuesday, I will put out, Debbie will put out some dates, and maybe try to get some councils involved to try to, firm up the form itself. I know that we went back and forth on certain things. I like the simplicity of the current form. I just think we need to add some more things to it. So hopefully we can get some feedback on that.
Okay. And our hope is to get this like this January, right? Like, so
Oh,
we're, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if I had it my way by we'll say late December. But I like to get it done by the end of the year, if not the very beginning of January, and have it locked and loaded so that, everyone knows on the 30th it's going out to everybody, and you've got, basically 30 days to get it done.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Yeah, and I will support you and help in any way possible to make sure that, we keep this moving along at a good clip with our colleagues and because especially with the holidays coming, I can't believe it's almost November.
Yep.
We'll get pressed for time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Anything else? If not, I'll make a motion to recommend the dates.
So moved, or do I just say second?
Voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all opposed, all abstain, 2-0. All righty, that is it. The time is 7:10. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Abstain? Okay. All right, enjoy the rest of the evening. More to come.
You too. Have a good night.
You too, take care.
Bye.